Heyo everyone, KCR Jones here, and welcome to another episode of Building an O-Scale Modular Railroad. Before we begin, I just wanted to say that the NFRY Halloween little challenge thing is over for this year, at least. And a huge thank you to the people who wanted to do the challenge. Like I said, there was no prize or anything, this was just for fun, but I got to see a little bit of an insight to my audience. Some people like to theme their entire layouts for Halloween, as I thought that's what most people would have done for this challenge. Some people made complete Halloween drains, and some people even did videos to music. So that was a little interesting, but definitely a welcome change, and definitely something that I've enjoyed in the challenge. So again, thank you to those who participated, and let's get into the video here. So, as you can see, the tables are now covered. What I did was I went down to my local Joann Fabrics and I found a nice green felt, and I used some sticky adhesion glue. It's like a spray kind of glue. What I did was I just applied that in sections to all 6 of the tables, and then on the underneath I pretty much just stapled the loose ends, and there you go. The tables have a nice ground cover. And I'll zoom in on one of them. The felt isn't the best, idea you want to do. But for a layout like this, where it has to be disassembled and put in storage a bunch of times, it's a nice, easy way of showing, a nice ground texture. And the actual texture doesn't actually look too bad. For a grass, I could add flock in the future, but for what it stands now, it looks alright. I had thought about it for a second. Felt actually is the way to go for a layout like this, because there's no elevation or de-elevation. You're just going to have a flat ground, and grass is generally what you're going to see on a model railroad. Instead of putting hills or whatnot, what I can do is I can put in clump foliage to look like bushes, and of course I'm definitely going to put in some holes later on for some trees. I digress. Let's get on to the update. So, I did not take a picture of it, but as you can see, I put one of the toggle switches in on the right hand side board, along where you can see between the main line and the siding track. I did that for the other one as well. And that was a little experience on itself, drilling the holes to actually put the screw hole or the toggle switches in. And I've not tested it yet, but the test for my workbench was successful, and I'm really hoping that this works out. I did it in the same method. You can also tell though that I assembled the tables in the wrong way. I'm going to show a picture on screen here, and to those who know this issue, you know the issue. The actual distance between the boards is just over 30 inches. 10 inches of straight track, or 3 10-inch sections, is 30 inches exactly. I had the minor little bit of bunching because I didn't align all the tables up correctly. So I had to redo the whole thing. But as you can tell, I had plenty of room to spare. It was not a big inconvenience, and I got that to work. That's another part of this hobby and this experiment, is that it's all trial and error. This is my first time doing a layout like this, so obviously I'm not going to know everything off the top of my head, nor know every circumstance and how to fix it. However, I do know how to fix certain common problems like this, and I was fortunate enough to find the solution. Now, I'm sure I'm not the first to do this, but my wiring is what I've been working on the past few days. And I will say that I'm trying a technique that I'm calling spine wiring. Because the actual wires from the track goes further than the middle point of the layout, I've decided that I'm going to send the whole main power down the middle of the layout. I've drilled holes through the 2x4 supports right in the middle so that it's just one continuous string of wires that goes down the middle for the track power this is. And then the wires come in where I split the joints, and I can just put electric tape on the wire ends as they're underneath the table and making contact, so that way it minimalizes a lot of the time and effort it takes to strand wiring all the way through, or having multiple junctions or whatnot. It's just straight off the main onto the main. And that about does it for this video, guys. As you can see on screen, I picked up my road just last night. I'm going to be working on putting the buildings down and doing the wiring for those in the next few days. The show is Sunday day, so really Saturday night is the big night I got to be ready for. That's also why there hasn't been a lot of content on the channel, just because I'm working on this. This takes a lot more effort and time than you think it does, especially the wiring part, which I'm going to have to keep doing in the next few days. I have an order from Menards that should be coming in today, which will pretty much finish my wiring conundrum, along with some cars for the show. The other thing is I'm going to be measuring out the buildings today. I'll show the Pepsi factory here on the portable layout instead of it being on the regular layout, because that is probably one of the most important buildings I have, and it's what I'm known for. Pepsi is one of my favorite companies. So, yeah, it's just great to have that coming with me to the show. But in other news, guys, that's about it. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. There should be like 1 or 2 more videos of this before we'll go back to normal stuff on the channel, like train running and unboxings and whatnot. But until then, I hope you enjoyed. Hit that like button if you did. If you're new to the channel and you like this, then by all means hit that subscribe button. Be sure to watch some of the running videos on this channel. There's a ton of those. And if you've got any feedback or questions, let's talk in the comments. Alright guys, take care. Stay safe until next time, and Casey out.